As soon as I get on here, I start belching. What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well and having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening whenever you come across this reading. You already know if you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. We about to tap in to the energy. I have no message. I have no download. We just about to tap in. So, yeah, let's do that. So, collective, let's see what the energy is. This is a collective reading. So, let's see what I'm going to start with. All right. All right, so let's see what the energy is for the collective. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light attribute only. Please provide me with some insight. What we got for the collective? What is the message? What does the collective need to know? Okay. We got persistent. Is as existing for a long or longer than usual time, or continuing despite difficulties, opposition, or discouragement. Refusing to give up or let go. Intent, stubborn, dodge, relentless, patient, determined, constant, dedicated, steady, loyal, persevering, adamant, willful, and positive. So collective, you could be someone who's persistent, who's refusing to give up. You're very determined and patient. You're dedicated, you're loyal, you're persevering, you're positive, you're willful. Okay, and this could be somebody that's in your energy that's persistent, that's been doing something for a long time, despite the difficulties. Or you've been doing something for a long time despite the difficulties and opposition and the discouragement. And you got something, you refuse to give up. And there's somebody that's in your energy that's stubborn, that's relentless, that's adamant in doing something. So you could be persistent in something, or there could be an energy that's persistent. Let's keep on going. Too many. Phenomenon. Something extraordinary or surprising. A miracle, a wonder, a marvel, splendor, spectacle, flash, cautious sight, or apparition. Persistent phenomenon. What I'm going to take from the word that I'm going to take from the card is cautious. Being with the persistent in the front. So, collective, somebody was persistent in your energy. You were persistent. You were cautious about something. You were aware of something. Image of a human being suggests intelligence, memory, culture, all the attributes that sets humans apart, also refers to family matters. And in the reverse, it says, indicates the person seeks isolation, especially from family, also may not be using intelligence. So you're somebody who's persistent. You be using your intelligence. Okay, this is something that's sight. So, what do I teach? What do I teach? It depends what you're looking for. I can teach many things. I can teach you what I have experiences in. Are you coming on here for a reading, or you're coming on here to learn something? So, collective, this energy I think is your energy. This is talking about how you were persistent. You were refusing to give up on something. Confirmation. Confirmation. You were doing something for a long time and you refused to give up. You're loyal to whatever you're doing. You're very persevering and positive and willful in whatever you're doing. And whatever you're doing is a miracle, is a wonder. Okay, you can have some type of sight, caution. So you were aware of something. You had a sight of something, or you could have saw some type of apparition. But this is talking about an image of a human being, suggests intelligent memory culture. So you could have saw some type of apparition. Or you've been doing something for a long time that's instilled in your memory. It's automatic. Yes, this is a collective reading. I teach you how to protect yourself, how to cleanse yourself, how to love yourself, how to be your own boss. That's what I do. I show you how to not let motherfuckers that are haters get in your way and to keep it pushing, because at the end of the day, they scared. That's what I teach. That there's nothing to fear. We got precaution in the reverse. So with the caution on the first card and precaution on the manifestation, yes, I teach that too. It says precaution, foresight, safeguard, cautions, fail-safe, preventative, care taken in advance, measures taken beforehand to prevent harm or secure good. And this was in the reverse. So collective, these first three cards is your energy. You didn't give up on something. You refused to give up on something. And you were aware of something. You had sight of something. And this is referring to some type of family matters. This attributes to something that's a part of family matters. And then you just got this precaution in the reverse. So this could be the other energy. And this other energy, they don't have a preventative. They don't have a fail-safe. They were very persistent in doing something for a long time, despite the difficulties and opposition. They were getting discouraged in what they were doing. They're very stubborn. They refuse to give up. They're relentless, adamant in doing something. And what ended up happening is there were no measures taken beforehand. So whatever, something backfired. And there was no measures taken beforehand to prevent harm or secure good. So somebody got harmed and there was no prevention from stopping that. Care taken in advance. Somebody didn't take care of something in advance. There was no fail-safe. There was no preventative to what they were doing, whatever they were doing, being persistent. Look, conspiracy. A group involved in a secret or criminal activity, and this lands under phenomenon. So this is a group of people that were doing something in secret, criminal activities, were very persistent in doing something over and over and over, and they're not protected, is what I'm getting. They're not protected from whatever they were doing over and over and over again, that they were determined and relentless in doing to you. A group of people. This could be a mafia, a gang, a network of people, a cabal, a crew, a mob, a ring, a gang, a clan, a coven, a group of people, a pack. Somebody that made a pack. And they were involved in criminal activities. We got Day Dagas in the reverse. Runes. It says awakening and clarity indicates success, wealth, and abundance, but it's in the reverse. So this is saying, means a person needs to be careful and conserve resources. So somebody's having, somebody could be having some problems with their family. We have another one in reverse, another rune in reverse. Volcano, birth. In the upright, it refers to, can refer to actual birth or new marriage, also new beginning or growth, and start a new something new significant. In the reverse, it's talking about indicate stagnation or obstacles that prevent the birth of something. So somebody's being prevented from birthing something. And then yeah, we got Tiwaz, God of War. Signifies courage and energy, also passion, bringing happiness. In the reverse, it indicates conflict, drain, and person is marked of frustration. So somebody's frustrated, they're having some conflict, they're feeling drained, they stagnant, they're going through obstacles. Somebody's trying to send me some spell work to my sacral. You could give it up. So if you want to get sick, that's no problem. You want to get sick and no longer be here, that's problem. Because I'm telling you right now, I will keep reminding you. My energy is poisonous to anybody that is trying to harvest off of me, manifest off of me, siphon off of me, drain me, or steal from me in any way, shape, or form. So if you want your faith to be in loving memory of, then that will be your outcome, because that is what it's going to be for you. If you continue to pull or cast any spell work off of me, if you continue to say anything in any malintentions, cruel intentions, anything, any crimes committed anyway, trying to set me up anyway, trying to fuck my life up in any way, shape, or form, that ends. You will be taken out from my mouth to the Most High Creator, my God, ears. Now, you sure you want to sit there and watch me and send me evil eye? Divine law. Divine law. Collective. I split the deck, internal affairs, law enforcement agency, investigating incident and plausible suspicion of law breaking and professional misconduct attributed to officers on the force. This could have to do with officers on the force, dirty cops, divine laws in effect. Any law or rule that is an opinion or belief comes directly from the will of God. The act by which God moves a willing person from the state of sin, injustice, to the state of grace, justice. The change in a person's condition, moving from the state of sin to the state of righteousness. Divine law is in effect, and God is about to make something right. Somebody's about to have problems with their family and their finances because they were persistent and doing something over and over again for a long time. And they were warned, but they didn't pay attention to the signs. No foresight, no safeguard, no fail-safe, no prevention, no protection. You can try to block my throat all you want and be mad, but this is the outcome. You're being investigated. Internal affairs. Behind that, you got Ansun Odin. Represents Odin himself, signifies wisdom and help from someone older. Also can mean magic, psychic powers, and an initiation. Somebody in the back of that, hanging on to old patterns, difficulty with death. Somebody has a problem with the endings. This is Iwaz, you. In the upright, it represents you, sacred to Odin, gather the dead souls for their journey to Valhalla, or the underworld. Signifies the importance of death, the passing of old ways and habits, but it's in the reverse. Somebody does not know how to let go. With the persistent, they don't know how to let go, refusing to let go. Somebody don't want to let go. They're hanging on to old patterns. They're getting bad news. They're going to be they're going to have a lot of vulnerability. Denote small but not serious danger. So they're going to be in some type of danger. Water has become stormy and the person becomes emotional and confused. Means the person needs to be careful and reserve their resources. Suggest blocks and natural working out of things. Remove matters will reach a proper confusion. So yeah, collective, there's a block that has been removed. Something's coming to a conclusion, has reached its proper conclusion. To this damn rules, the group of people that were trying to cause a type of deception, fooling, trickery, a delusion, this fraud. Yeah. There's a release. You're about to be released from this. Because they're being investigated. Internal affairs, law enforcement is involved. Nervous. They're getting evicted. So I got your ex-lover's ex-lover, karmic. So your ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend is the one that was persistent. And they're nervous. Right now. Yeah, they getting evicted. Somebody's getting evicted. They're getting kicked out from somewhere. Yeah, because they were lacking common sense. Confirmation. Yeah, someone ass on fire. They get the nervous shits, upset stomach. So somebody's, and like I said, somebody's trying to send me something to my sacral. Upset, someone got an upset stomach. They're nervous and they're in my energy and I can feel them. Yeah, they're all about to meet the coroner, collective. Somebody might be passing away. A group of people might be passing away. A group of people might be being put to an end. The coroner, frozen. They're about to be frozen. Stop. Yeah, car problems. I said stop. Somebody can't move forward. Somebody's unable to move forward. They got car problems. They having car problems. They having problems with their transmission. Yeah, hacking. They were out here trying to hack you, collective. Hack your computer, your Wi-Fi, your phone, your energy. They was out here trying to hack you. Yeah, it says they created a monster, beast unleashed. So they created some type of monster within you or within themselves. Yeah, a peeping Tom. What up, Tro? How you doing? You watching me? You having a bad day? Good. You mad? Good. Your magic don't work? I know. I woke up today, boo. Yes, I did. And then my upstairs neighbors was trying to do sex magic over me this morning. Yes, they was. And they got busted. Hopefully it got recorded. Because as soon as they started, I recorded that shit and I put it on live on YouTube. I told them I was recording them, but they don't listen. They don't believe in me. So I hope that shit was caught on camera. The nasty shit that they be doing over me. They want to be famous, right? We about to make them famous. You want to put on a show? Okay, I'm going to give you a show, bitch. Something about December. They did something in December. Somebody could be born in December. Something happened in December. Pay for play. Somebody could have started selling their ass in December in the wintertime for the Christmas gifts. It's been made a public display. So it's been made a public display that somebody pays for play. Don't get me started. I be rhyming all the time. And so pay for play has been made a public display. Somebody is out here on display and everybody knows they pay for play. Say that 5 times. Aging rapidly. Somebody's aging rapidly because they pay for play. They're literally using their body for whatever. Doing sex magic. I just said that. And they're aging rapidly. They're being drained. A phoenix rising. It's been made a public display, collective, that you're a phoenix rising. You're not out here paid for play. You're not out here aging rapidly. I sure ain't. I still look young. My little gray hairs is coming in, but I look good for 43. I say that. Yeah, a mother not related. So there's a mother not related to you that out here selling her ass and she's aging rapidly. And whatever they're doing is not working. Yeah, because you a spiritual OG, collective. You's a spiritual OG. Yeah, they remote viewing you. Hey, you watching me, peeping Tom, remote viewing me. What up? You having a bad day? Yeah, learn to live in the present moment. Yeah, they need to learn to live in the present moment, collective. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to let go of the past. Old patterns and bad habits. Yeah, twisted stories. They was out here trying to twist stories, collective. Or there's been a twist in the story. June. Okay, some story could have got twisted in June. Something turned around in June in the summertime. So we got the months December and June. So this could be something happen in those months. Or this could represent their signs. They could be a Scorpio or Sag. I mean, not Scorpio or Sag. They could be a Sagittarius, Capricorn. Or they could be Gemini, Cancer. So Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Cancer. That could be the signs, these signs, or something happen either in the summertime or in the wintertime. You could try your best to try to attack my crown, but baby, I'm protected. You see what's around my head? You probably don't even know what that's around my head. I'm not even gonna tell you what's around my head. But y'all trying to do something to my crown when you come in my energy or you watch me, and you think that I don't know that you're watching me on your timeline. Without actually clicking on the video, I know you're still watching and trying to send me the evil lie. But at the same time, you're still watching, you're still giving me views. Oh, you came to watch? That, exactly. So it makes no sense you trying to hide in the background when I know you're there. So just watch me. Just watch. You might as well let me know that you're there watching. Yeah, they were out here doing dream magic, collective. They were very persistent in doing this dream magic on you, on me. Yeah, because they're dealing with some childhood trauma. Somebody's dealing with childhood trauma. When it comes to their family. Yeah. Somebody could be dealing with some childhood trauma when it pertains to their family. Yeah, and they have a fraudulent business, so they're not protected. Precaution. Yeah, they're not. This is why there's eternal affairs, because they have some type of fraudulent business. This could be somebody that's related to you by marriage. So somebody that married into your family. They're not your blood. So this mother not related to you, married into your family. Yeah, Snow White. You're giving off a Snow White vibe, collective. You're somebody who's very loving, caring, kind. You have a good heart. Snow White is like a Queen of Cups energy. Hospitable, loving, caring, kind. Adored. Yeah, and somebody cursed their contract. Somebody was trying to curse contract. Somebody was trying to curse your contract, collective. This mother, not related to you, but it's not working. And they're nervous. Yeah, they so desperate to win. So they so desperate to win, collective, that they're doing anything and everything to come for you. We got fear of risk because they refuse to give up. They refuse to change. Fear of risk. Fear of letting go of old habits and patterns. I split the deck. Feeling naked and afraid and blames you. So somebody's feeling naked and afraid and they blaming you, collective, because they're afraid. So now somebody's sitting here afraid and they blaming you. Why? You blaming the collective because you scared. The collective's not scared. So why you placing blame on the collective when the collective don't walk in fear? We don't walk in fear. So you can't blame us because we not people, we not individuals that walk in fear. You walk in fear. So you cannot place blame because you're scared. You always been scared. That's why you're doing what the fuck you're doing, because you're scared. You scared to be yourself. You scared to be honest. You scared. You're a scaredy cat. You're a scaredy cat. And you out here doing shit. Ex-lover, your ex-lover's ex-lover, a mother not related. So far, that's what came out. What else can we get about this ex-lover? This ex-lover's ex-lover? What else can we get on this ex-lover's ex-lover? Wow. We got Asmodeus. Obsession, temptation, seduction, compulsion, physical desire and indulgence, sensuality, a Taurus energy. Desire is a sacred force, but here it's distorted. Examine how lust, obsession, or pleasure seeking is influencing your decision. What are you truly craving beneath the surface? Confirmation on this ex-lover and their ex are out here pay for play. Somebody, either your ex-lover or your ex's ex, out here selling their ass. They're in obsession, lustful energy, temptation, seduction energy. And they could be using this energy. They could be using the energy, the demon of desire, Asmodeus. What else? They're in a lustful energy. What else? And you got the Archangel Sandalphon, angel of music and prayer. Sound healing, divine response, peaceful assurance, spiritual sensitivity, divine connection through sound. So somebody's nervous because you have some type of divine connection through sound. You've been healing yourself maybe with music. You're getting some type of peaceful assurance through music, through sound. You could be a Pisces energy. It says your prayers have been heard. Listen for divine rhythm and sounds. Sandalphon brings spiritual reassurance through music, synchronicity, and answered calls. So you could be getting your answers through music, and somebody's nervous. So somebody knows that you're getting some type of sign messages with the divine with music. It says Archangel Gabriel, divine messenger. Like I said, you're getting messages. Revelation, divine timing, creativity, communication, and expressive clarity. Gemini energy. It says a message is coming to you, or you are being called to deliver one. Speak with clarity and purity. Trust your creative voice and divine calling. So collective, you've been out here speaking, being creative, communicating, expressing clarity, or you've been receiving clarity. And if you're not, maybe you're a messenger. And you're supposed to be delivering some type of message. Ooh, that shit fell on the floor. We got Hecate. No, we don't got Hecate. We got Hathor, goddess of love and joy. You're supposed to be spreading some type of message of love and joy. Love, sensuality, music, divine femininity. Yes, this has to do with music. Something with music. Taurus energy, Leo energy. Taurus, pleasure, that's coming out here. Asmodeus. And Leo energy, joy and performance. Sing your joy into the world. Pleasure is a prayer too. This landing on childhood trauma. Somebody's dealing with some childhood trauma. Maybe they didn't get any love or joy in their house. Maybe it was something lustful, obsession, temptation, seduction, pleasure, confirmation. We got Gap, architect of portals and illusions. This lands on pay for play. Portals, multiverse, displacement, glamour, portals of thought, alternate reality, Aquarius energy. Gap governs transition between realms. He helps open spiritual gateway, but can also cloud vision through illusions. Someone's vision is clouded because they're displaced. They've been doing a lot of glamour. They've been living in an alternate reality. Set, Lord of Chaos and Storm, and it's been made a public display. So something's been made a public display. This chaos and storms, chaos, shadow work, strength through adversity. So it's been made a public display that you gained your strength through your adversity. Aries energy, conflict, and Capricorn resilience. Disruption clears the way for divine evolution. You are stronger than the storm. So basically, it's been made a public display that someone was trying to cause illusions over you. And it's been made a public display that you found your strength through adversity. That you're stronger than the storm that they presented to you. On the bottom of the deck, on the top of the deck, we got Archangel Uriel, Flame of Wisdom. You are wise. Illumination, insight, clarity, knowledge, higher wisdom, divine philosophy, and vision. Sagittarius energy. Divine wisdom is being activated within you. Trust your inner knowing. Uriel brings you insights that clarify confusion and align your path. Yeah, you're not confused. You gain your strength through some type of adversity that they were bringing to you. This ex-lover's ex-girl, or your ex-lover and their ex, and some type of mother that's not related to you, that related to you by some type of marriage. They married into your family to be related to you in somewhat way. And whatever they were doing is not working. It's been made a public display that you are a phoenix rising from the storm that they created in your life. And that whatever storm that they created in your life was not working. And they out here remote viewing you. Somebody could be named June, or somebody born in June. Somebody could be a Gemini or Cancer energy that's doing this, or something happened in the summertime. Or somebody could have got exposed in the summer. Or you could have been exposed in the summer. Like you could have been seen as a phoenix rising in June, in the month of June. Something with the month of June. Something with the month of June. Ooh. Let's see what else we could pick. Ooh, a card just flipped out on the fucking floor. What is that? Soul immortal. Vital principles inherited in living things. You're an immortal collective. Somebody was so desperate to win that whatever they did, they cursed their contract and it's not working. Wow. Like I said, wow. Wow. I just put the deck. Anyway, so yeah, it's not working. Retribution, payback. Punishment for a wrong, liberation, future karma, reap what you sow. Yeah, you about to be liberated. You about to get some type of retribution. For being targeted. You were a target. You were some type of objective. You are marked to shoot at, something to be sought after, a goal to achieve, an object to ridicule and criticize by some siren energy. A femme fatale, attemptive, seductive. Again, it's coming out lustful energy. Someone that lures a person to act against his or her better judgment. A siren. And this had to do with money, belonging. Second house had to do with your second house. Your money, your belonging, your monetary value. Poorness, wealth, missing item, and theft. Somebody was trying to make you poor. Miss things. Steal from you. Your belongings, your money, your monetary value. Yeah, because you're sending. You're having an upgrade. You're a phoenix rising. This is a phoenix rising. You're having an upgrade. Because this was destined. This was ordained. This is why it's not working, because you were destined. You were literally handpicked by the divine. This was your fate. You were set apart for a specific task and purpose. Designated in that area, placed in that spot, assigned to that area. This was dedicated in advance for you. You already were fated for this position. Yeah, delayed to postpone. Somebody was trying to delay or postpone something, slow something down, make something slower than expected, moving slowly, or cause lateness. This is why you're getting retribution. Or somebody's being delayed. This lands on car problems. So somebody's being slowed down. Yeah, a public service, a community, a nonprofit organization, a neighborhood watch, a governmental system. Could have made you objective of their peeping Tom. So some type of community is watching you. They could have been hacking you. Some type of organization, some type of somebody in the neighborhood, or somebody in the governmental system. Yeah, insight. They were so desperate, but you knew. You had insight. You had hidden knowledge. You're a spiritualist. You have supernatural powers. Yeah, this is talking about a community. 11th house, a friendship. A quest for community. Planet Uranus, Zodiac Aquarius. Friendship, larger groups, humanitarian efforts, networking, social circles, technology and innovation, hopes and dreams, collaboration, goal, electronics, surprises, inventions, science, physics, technology, and trends. So somebody, fear of risk, resisting to, this lands on fear of risk, and money belonging, monetarily cursed contract. Yeah, they were trying to curse. A community was out here trying to curse your money, your belongings, your monetary value, have you in poorness, having missing items, steal from you. They didn't want you to have any hopes and dreams, collaborate, any goals. Yeah, they were using larger groups. They were using their friendship. They were networking. They were using social circles, technology. They were collaborating with people using electronics to stop you. It says social by nature and interested in engaging in philanthropic activities or courses. It's a time to focus on your hopes and your dreams, or spending extra time within your chosen communities. So basically, with this landing on fear of risk and learn to live in the present moment, I'm guessing somebody refused to change. They had a fear of change when it came to their social circle, their friendships, their goals, their hopes and their dreams. A community. Somebody had a fear of letting go of a community, of people, of a network, of a social circle, of some type of dream. Yeah, 8th house, house of sex. I tell you, spiritual OG. Mars, Pluto, Scorpio energy, merging intimacies, death, transformation, taxes, insurance, bankruptcy, alimony, crime, occult, revenge, bad karma, jealousy, control, merging beyond body and into the soul. Somebody didn't want to let go of some type of money. Maybe a marriage, alimony, some type of insurance. They didn't want to let go. There's some type of death. Because you're going through some type of transformation. Somebody committed a crime of an occult. A group of people want a revenge, and they're getting bad karma because they're jealous, trying to control you. They were trying to merge beyond body and into the soul. They're trying to merge into your soul, with their body into your soul. It's a time to focus on changing our daily habits, focusing on our health, or pay attention to our work environment and the impact on our overall mental, spiritual, and physical health. Somebody was trying to have an impact on your mental, physical, and spiritual health. Yeah, look, they were doing magic. They were doing magic and conjuring the supernatural and spirits, using religion, spirituality. They were cursing and hexing and putting spells and doing rituals on you. Yeah, to try to cause turbulence and chaos in your life. They wanted some type of strong, sudden movement, chaotic change to shake things up in your life. But you out here blossoming and growing. You having some type of growth. So they out here trying to cause some type of turbulence, chaos, a tornado, and you out here blossoming. You're growing. You're having some growth. You're coming into your own. And it's becoming evident. It's becoming evident that you have choices. Okay, you have options, selection, variety, a decision to pick, choosing between two more. Yeah, so you have choices. Somebody is all unable to have possession of you with the 2nd house in the reverse. House of possession, quest of resources, planet Venus, zodiac Taurus. Financial, income, investments, value, system, self-worth, material security, self-sufficiency, potential banking and investments, saving, debt, wealth, budgeting, and financial status. Movable properties like cars and clothing and jewelry. Somebody has a car problem. Is in the reverse. Somebody unable to have possession over you, or whatever you have. Somebody was trying to possess your resources. They're unable to do that. Yeah, they're trying to track you, triangulate you. You were being followed, monitored, stalked, tailgated. Yeah, but there's been some type of death to a rebirth. Out with the old and in with the new. End of an era, transformation, evolution. Exactly. Pluto energy. You've been liberated and you've been released. Free from bondage, tradition, contract, divorce, separation, and a breakup. You're free from this. Your protection, Palo Santo, and somebody got an attitude. Because you're free. First house, your personal life, your belongings, physical possession, how you look, think, or feel, warns of bad luck and misfortune. You're free. You've been warned of this bad luck and misfortune. Again, first house, identity. I'm not going to pluck no more. This is about your physical appearance, your identity, vitality, soul, psychology, early childhood, realization of one's ultimate potential, leadership abilities, self-expression, and is the mask you wear when you first meet others. It's time to focus on redefining your appearance and a sense of self, because it's a necessity. It's essential. It's unavoidable. Again, 8th house, death, life, death cycles, transformation, end of an era, debt collection, taxes, hardship, and generational wealth. You a person who has dreams, series, visionary. You're a visionary. You have insight. You can be clairvoyant. Yeah, this has to do with your personal identity. Your core value to your oneself, the sun energy, ego, and self-image. Somebody's mad that whatever they're doing, that you're protected from. They can't cause you any chaos or turbulence in your life, because all this turbulence and chaos is doing is making you grow. So all the turbulence and chaos they created in your life only made you grow and blossom. Have some type of transformation. You found strength through adversity. You're stronger than the storm that they were trying to create in your life. And they were trying to bring you some type of lustful energy with this Asmodeus, their obsession. They could have this, they could call on this demon, they could summon this demon, they could use this demon, they could work with this demon. This demon is the one that could be controlling them, Asmodeus. Obsession, a demon is a demon of desire. So they control obsession, temptation, seduction, compulsion, and physical desire and indulgence and sensuality. Collective, you're having an upgrade and they can't do nothing about it. They're mad. They mad that they can't do nothing about your upgrade. They mad they can't do nothing about stopping your growth. They mad that they can't possess your items, your identity, what you're making, your money, your belongings, your monetary value. They mad. They mad, and they got people watching. They got a neighborhood watching, an organization watching, a government watching you. They got mad people watching you, and they all about to get karma. Because you were destined. This was ordained. You were picked for this. Whether they want to accept it or not, it don't matter what it doesn't matter how they feel. It really don't matter how they feel. So they were so desperate to defeat you that they lost. And there's an investigation going on. And this is people who have a power position. This could be people that's police with internal affair. Okay, attributes to officers on the force. So officers on the force were breaking the law. And whatever they was doing is not working. Because it only made you look like a strong individual. It made you look like a warrior. And it just made them look weak. Collective, that is the reading. I'm not going to pull no more. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me. If you are looking for any protection, uncrossing, cord cutting, cleansings, in any type of way, please feel free to hit me up. I provide that. That's my services at the moment. I also am a graphic designer, a freelance graphic designer. I make designs. So if you're looking to brand yourself, brand your channel, you don't have if you don't have like a set logo, you're looking to change up your name, let me know. I do that as well. Yeah. And please feel free to connect with me. All my information is in the description box below. Okay. And it's my time to go. Peace out. You already know. If you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, you're blessed and protected. But if you watch me with any ill will or malintentions, all evil eyes go blind 144,000 times. Peace out, collective.